My question is, in your personal opinion, how do you rate this government in dealing with the aggression of China and in terms of AFP modernization program, since I think nakita na nila to from way back na mangyayari yung situations like this?
We are tackling China in two theaters. The first one is legal, and I think we're doing very well there. It took a lot of audacity to challenge China legally. In fact, a lot of people were trying to discourage us. Sabi nila, don't do that, because that's going to antagonize China and it might affect our trade. It's a good thing that our economic planner said, well, it might, but not by that much, because our economic system is not that tied up to China's economic system. We can survive a boycott from China, not like other countries. No? So, okay, ginawa niya. And if we win, that will be a victory not only for the Philippines, but for the world, because that will open up the South China Sea. Now, the other one is the development of a credible defense capability. That is where there are a lot of questions. And I think this is because of the dynamics within the armed forces of the Philippines. If you look at the armed forces of the Philippines, the Defense Secretary, Army. The Chief of Staff, Army. These are people whose decision-making experience is land-based, looking inward, looking at the MILF, the NPA, the Abu Sayyaf. They're not looking outward. And the problem there is that because of this inter-service rivalry, everyone wants to have a share of the AFP modernization pie. Like, for example, the shore-based missile. I was surprised when I found out that the shore-based missile system was assigned to the Philippine Army. I said, why was that? That should be given to the Air Force, because that should be aimed at the West Philippine Sea. The Army has no experience aiming seaward, aiming at the targets out there beyond the horizon or out there up in the air. And that is the reason why it was assigned to the Army, and they were able to convert that for equipment for the Army. Yung mga, so, that yung kung nakikita yung weakness. And if you look at the history, the AFP Modernization Act, I was part of that. I was one of the co-authors in 1995. From 1992 to 1998, there was practically nothing contributed to AFP modernization. 1998 to 2010, kunti-kunti lang, halos wala. No major item. And then it's only recently that there is a major item, ito yung FA-50. Pero sana mas maganda, it could have been better. It could have been better. Like for example, people are saying, why FA-50 from Korea? When there may be some second-hand F-15s or F-16s that we can buy from the US, available immediately, and probably much better than the FA-50, because the F-16 is talagang not really top of the line, but really a capable multi-role fighter, unlike the FA-50. So to that extent, yun lang kulang. It could have been better. Legally, it's good.